Don't let him out.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Well, hi again. This is Maxwell Jeffries, and today our topic is going to be why Phoenix is the I'm sorry capital of the world. You know, when I first moved out here a number of years ago, I was so impressed with the idea that people could say hello and good morning to you, total strangers that you would be walking by in the street or in a store, and I really liked that a lot. And so good morning, I thought, was like the two most popular words that were expressed in Phoenix. But as I got to live here a little bit longer, those two words, good morning, were replaced by the words, I'm sorry. Like if you go into a restaurant, and yeah, I went into Outback, and I ordered a prime rib with a baked potato, and the server says to me, oh, I'm sorry, we ran out of baked potatoes a little while ago. So I said to her, trying to be funny, I said to her, well, if President Obama was coming down here in 20 minutes and he wanted a baked potato, do you think you'd be able to find one for him? And she said to me, oh, if President Obama was coming, we probably would be able to scrounge one up somewhere. I said, I got news for you. He's not coming. I'll take his baked potato. All right, but that's a true story, by the way. But the I'm sorry extends to everything, every retail operation, every sales associate, every waiter, server, waitress, because there's always in Phoenix an excuse for not performing up to par, and it's excused by everyone here in this town, except people who are from the East Coast, who don't have the kind of patience that natives have out here. And it's all excused by saying, I'm sorry. You bring me the steak, I asked for it medium rare, you bring it medium well, and what does the waitress say? I said, the steak is not cooked properly. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get you another one. You want Thousand Island dressing on your salad. What do they say? I'm sorry. We're all out of Thousand Island. Can I get you something else? I mean, very sweet, but it's always, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You know, and a lot of people, like for example, we went express I'm sorry in different ways. We went to a Chinese buffet. We were sitting down at the booth, and there was a roach crawling up the wall. And I said, gee, this is really terrible. There were no waitresses there to speak of, so as we went out to pay, he paid on the way out, and there was a gentleman, Chinese gentleman, I guess he was the manager at the cash register, and we were paying. And I said, oh, by the way, while we were eating, there was a roach crawling up the wall. And he just looked at us and went, that's the Chinese version of I'm sorry. That's what I found out later. It's like, you know, he doesn't want to lose any face. He doesn't want to admit to any wrongdoing. He doesn't want to give you the meal complimentary either because you had the roach crawling up the wall. So what does he do? He just goes, Anyway, it's just all over the place, and it permeates all of retail operations and restaurants in Phoenix. Part of the reason is, and we'll discuss this in part 2, which is coming up after this, is the longevity of retail sales associates and servers and waiters and waitresses. The average employment longevity in this town is measured not in months or years, but in minutes. You know, I think maybe 600 minutes or 400 minutes would be the average time a person is working in a place, that you can find some help from someone who's experienced. Anyway, I just want to give you also today a very important tip from my new book that's coming out, 36 Ways to Survive the Restaurants in Phoenix, Arizona. And that's tip number 2. Let's say you go into a restaurant, you order a hamburger with French fries and all the toppings. Well, the first tip is don't order the hamburger on the bun. order the bun separately, because many places the burgers are dripping with grease, and they put it on the bun when it comes out of the grill, and then it sits under a hot light for another few minutes until it's picked up by the waitress. By the time you get it, the bottom bun is completely disintegrated and soggy, and you can't enjoy your burger. So always order your burgers with the bun on the side, and if you're really smart, order it with all the toppings and fixings on the side as well. This has held me in very good stead, especially in Phoenix. Now, what happens invariably, the last time I went out to have a burger at a place that's in my neighborhood, which isn't too bad, by the way, I ordered a burger with regular fries, and what came out, and I was with a group of people, what came out, a burger with sweet potato fries. I didn't want sweet potato fries. So I told the waiter, I ordered regular fries, not sweet potato fries. And what did the waiter say? "I'm sorry." And he reaches down to take my entire plate and take it back to the kitchen to replace the sweet potato fries with regular fries. I said, "No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just leave the plate the way it is. Just bring me out a side portion of the regular fries that I ordered." And why do I do that? Because if he takes the plate away, I'm sitting there with nothing in front of me to eat for who knows how long until he comes out with the side order of fries. The other people that I'm with, it's not fair to them to say, wait for my fries to come back. They're eating. They want to eat. So what I recommend, and this is tip number 2, is that you keep your entire plate with the wrong fries so you can eat at least the hamburger while the waiter is making good on the fries and brings out the correct order. This is a very, very important tip, and I hope that you'll take it to heart. So in our next episode, on part 2 of this, we're going to talk about Kirkland Store and Walgreens. So I hope that you'll listen to part 2. We're signing off now. Maxwell Jeffries. Ciao.